Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here with the second episode of the Tengu Drop Weekly Recap. And yeah, once again I'm flying solo this week because Joe could not make it. And unfortunately this week I do not have clips for Joe because he did not give me any time codes, so I'm really only going to be covering my games, but it's okay, I'll try to make this as enjoyable as possible. Yay! No, I'm sure it'll be fine. So, for those of you who don't know, first off, let me just really quickly go over what exactly this is. So, the weekly recap is the replacement for the weekend wrap-up, which used to be like a regular, just, clip show of me cutting together like things that happened for all our videos throughout the week. But we decided, you know what, we're gonna change that up. We're gonna evolve from that simple basic concept, and we're gonna start injecting commentary into it to give you some better insight into our psyche, maybe, for those games, how we really felt about it, or like a whole post-mortem, I guess, on the videos that we did for that week. And also, touch base with you guys, the viewers, the wonderful people who donate their time to watching us flail around in video games for however many hours of content we put out a week, which was a lot this week actually. When I look at the amount of video time and whatnot, we put out a lot of stuff this week. Anyway, yeah, so without further ado, let's get to the week, shall we? So again, I don't have any preferred clips from Joe because he didn't, bother to give me time codes. And I really don't want to choose for him because then we just fall back into the original format of me cutting everything for us. I don't want to speak for Joe, especially if, there was a moment for him personally that he wants highlighted. But again, if he doesn't show up for next week and he doesn't give me time codes again, I'm just gonna do it for him because it's no fun just me talking about me. I really don't like doing that in the first place, so it's just awkward times 10. Anyway, Monday Joe played a game called Dark Deception. I believe it was a demo, or it was like I think it was a free version of some sort. I could be wrong, but it looked like a first-person Pac-Man game that featured a killer monkey. One of those tambourine, not tambourine. What are they called? The cymbal monkeys, the cymbal clapper monkeys. You know what I'm talking about? The crazy wind-up monkeys that make the noise that everyone's doesn't like. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, apparently Joe is spending the entire time collecting purple glass shards, quote-unquote soul shards, while being chased by a giant killer toy monkey of demonic possession of some sort. And yeah, he gets scared a whole bunch, so if you like to hear him, get scared, definitely check it out. Moving on to Tuesday. On Tuesday, I played the expansion for FTL, which is faster than light for those of you who don't know. And I really don't have one particular moment that I can really highlight this week, but I just have to say that after playing it for, I think I have like almost 90 hours in that game, going back to it was really, really fun and really, it really reminded me of why I really liked FTL in the first place. I wasn't too sure how I was gonna approach it when I decided, okay, I'm gonna do FTL for Tuesday, but it ended up being a really nice experience, and I liked, and I'll get into this later. But I really liked that I really didn't have to do too much to see the new content. Like, FTL just injects that like it's no big thing. Like, that just becomes part of the game, and it's not like a new tutorial like, hey, these are the new parts, so look out for them. No, it's just like, okay, there's new content in there, you're gonna come across it as you play, and just embrace it, and that was really, really fun. I'm really, really happy this was a free update too. Again, I said this in the Don't Starve video, but I would have definitely paid a couple of bucks for the FTL update because it is that good. I know that the video ran like an hour long, which again, just a testament to just how fun that game is, because I did not think I was recording for like over an hour, and that was insane. I also noticed that when I was editing that FTL is like is 720 native, but it upscaled to 1080. So I just realized that not only did I waste a lot of space on my computer, I wasted a whole lot of time recording and editing in 1080 when it's a 720 game. So future episodes are probably going to be in 720 because it just seems silly to upscale for no reason, you know. But yeah, FTL, highly recommend you guys get that game. It's on iPad too now. I think it's iPad. Pretty sure it's iPad. Yeah, it's iPad. Really, really good game. If you like, sort of like, you know, you want to be in charge of your own space crew, and you want to, you know, it's just a really good game. I highly recommend it. Funny story, I didn't notice this until I was editing. Apparently in the game, I named the female pilot Keaton. So there you go. I'm a hot, saucy female pilot who don't take nothing from no one. So watch your backs, space misogynists. I'm coming for you. But yeah, that was FTL. Really enjoyable. Can't wait to get back to it next week. Should be really fun. I kind of want to turn it into a series actually, because the way that ships unlock now are much easier, and that's the primary reason I stopped playing FTL in the first place, is because the ships required so much luck. It was so RNG based that I just couldn't unlock any. I unlocked maybe like 4 ships, I think, something like that. I unlocked very, very few ships, and again, it wasn't because I wasn't playing. I played like 90 hours. I just never got the opportunity, or I just couldn't fulfill the requirements to actually unlock said ships. So apparently it's much easier to unlock ships now, so that might be a good reason for me to keep playing, and you know, a reason to do it for the channel. So well, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, definitely love FTL, highly recommend it. Moving on. So on Wednesday, Joe played a game that he was apparently really, really excited about. He was just like, I think I was talking to him like the day before, and he was like, oh man, tomorrow I get to play a game that I've been really excited for. So apparently Glitch Space was something he was really excited to play. Glitch Space seems to be like part first-person exploration platformer thingy, and but mostly it seems like most of the gameplay takes place in like these menus where all the puzzles are, and that's how you like manipulate the world to proceed. And the first thing I thought when I saw these menus was like, those look familiar, and I can't necessarily pinpoint which program it was, but I used to use a program when I used to make music on a more consistent basis. I think it was a Native Instruments piece of software, but that's how you would I think it was a program for synthesizers, so you would hook them up almost the exact same way, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I'm sure that's a general way that, you know, things are hooked up, but that was my first thing that I related it to. I was just like, huh, that reminds me of that synthesizer program, which by the way was a pain in the butt. I can't imagine how this is actually a fun thing to play, but I'm guessing, you know, it's one of those things that's much more fun to play than watch. But yeah, that was Glitch Space. If you want to see his whole, it was almost an hour long, so I'm assuming like he really, really loved that. Again, I would have loved to hear what Joe had to say about it, because it really looked like an interesting concept, and I would have loved to talk about it. So you know what, you guys, if you're listening, why don't you go onto his videos, or the videos for next week, and then tell him, hey, go onto the weekly recap so we can hear your sides of things, you know? Stop being so busy. Cool. Make sure to show him some love at the same time so he doesn't get mad at me. But anyway, yeah, definitely check out Glitch Space if it's your thing. If you like menus and things attaching to things in a 2D space, like a program that I used to use that I don't use anymore because that was frustrating to use. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, moving on to the other video on Wednesday, actually, and I missed this last week. Now, because 7 Days to Die likes to shake things up so much these days and keeps making us reset the map, we decided, you know what, we're just gonna, you know, chill out, hang out with our friends, and play some 7 Days to Die. You know, just chilling out with zombies, all that good stuff. So on Wednesday we played some deathmatch, and that was pretty fun. Again, not necessarily one moment that really stands out. For me personally, it was finding the auger and telling no one, and then backstabbing, literally just grinding the hell out of Joe when he was like, hey, let's team up. And I'm like, okay, and I kill him, and it was fantastic. And then I lost it in radiation because that game is silly sometimes. But yeah, that was a really fun experience. That's the first time we had so many people that we that it was pretty fun. I do like the fact that I accidentally kept interrupting Joe at the start, but I'm glad he kept that in. I was afraid that he was going to cut that out and play it straight, but I was happy that he kept that in, because that was probably the best way we could have started.
Alright, I'm just going to do an intro now, and then we can get to it. Alright.
I have no idea what to do. Just
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is Joe.
Timer's off.
Fucking hell.
You didn't turn loot timers off. Is that okay?
Oh, didn't I?
Sorry. Should we just roll with it?
Yeah, let's just roll with it.
Let's just roll with it. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey guys.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Screw it. Hey guys.
Oh boy.
Just it exemplified the chaos to come. But yeah, this 7 Days to Die was pretty fun. That's a very rare occurrence. I don't know how often we're ever going to be able to do that again, because those are actually people that we know, and I'm guessing a lot of them bought 7 Days to Die because of us. So you're welcome, fun pimps. But yeah, it's very rare that we get that many people in on a game, so it was a really rich experience, and it carried over to the other game, to the other mode that we played, which I'll get to when we get to it. But yeah, Wednesday's second video, 7 Days to Die deathmatch, really fun video, really fun experience. Check it out. And then we come to Thursday. Oh, Thursday. If there was a black mark on this week, it was Thursday. So how do I go about starting this? Thursday was a pretty dark day, I guess you could say, for the channel, because I did Don't Starve Reign of Giants, the new DLC, and I didn't like it. And I spent the entire video complaining about it. And at the end of that video, I apologized, because it was a really pointless video, I agree, but at that point, what was I gonna do? Actually, you know what? I probably could have just gone and recorded some Nuclear Throne, and it would have been a much better experience. But here's the thing, man. I was really excited to pick this up because I really liked Don't Starve. I burnt out on it pretty quickly because, you know, regardless of all the updates they made, you always had to start over, and the early game in Don't Starve can get pretty tedious when you've done it over and over and over again. Now, I understand that that's a core mechanic of the game. I'm not saying give me a fast forward button, but like I said with FTL, the thing that bothers me about Reign of Giants is there is no indication that you are playing the new content, because a lot of it, as I've read since recording, a lot of it is late game, but they do not mention that a lot of that is late game. Like late game, I'm talking like you gotta find like mechanical parts or some business, and you've got to find these things that are probably rare in the world. And you guys saw, man, I found literally nothing on my playthrough. I found more in my initial Don't Starve video than I did in the Reign of Giants DLC video. So my complaints are somewhat justified when I am playing an add-on I had to buy versus the vanilla, which seemed to be more eventful. Okay, so I'm trying to cover the DLC, which added content, but I literally saw less content than the vanilla. That's why I was disappointed. I'm not disappointed in Don't Starve. I love Don't Starve, but I was there because I wanted to see the new content. I did not want to play vanilla to get to the new content. I wanted to see what exactly justified paying money for something that they've been doing for so long, which has been for free. Now, see, the thing is, I'm going to go on a tangent here for a bit, but I'm sorry. I have to really explain this. The thing is, I realized afterwards that apparently Clay said, okay, they were only going to support the vanilla game for about 6 months after release, which I guess is what they upheld, and they wanted to do more, so they did Reign of Giants. Problem with that is Reign of Giants feels like a minor update that you would have seen in the free version. But again, nothing significant that should suggest you gotta pay more money for this, or you know, this is gonna cost you more money. It doesn't seem significant. It seems somewhat broken, apparently, according to the support forums I've read. Like, things are overpowered, things are a little out of whack, and that's exactly why the DLC is in early access. And it boggles my mind why you would do that. It seems like a very weird direction to go in, and I'll just leave it at that. As it stands now, as the product that they are allowing you to buy at this very moment, I did not like it. That's all I gotta say. Maybe I'll revisit it at another date, but for now it's just meh. Moving on. On Friday, we did what could actually be considered the actual black mark on the week, depending on how easily offended you get. Because we played Cards of Humanity, or the online clone version, Pretend You're Zizzy. But yeah, this is another thing that we played with a few friends. Very fun. Very offensive. It's definitely not a game for those who do not have a sense of humor. Which might explain the 1 thumbs down we got. Again, I have no real highlight, but the Virginia Tech stuff was pretty nasty. It gets nasty, but slight spoilers. Virginia Tech comes back in the next episode, and it's likely gonna be much worse. So if you were offended by that, just skip out and the next episode. This series might not be for you. I'm just saving you some time and some clicking, man. If you do not like having a sense of humor, probably not for you. Just saying. Moving on. On Saturday, I did some more Nuclear Throne. It was the first episode full on, other than the update video, taking place in the Game Maker Studio engine, which is brand spanking new, the new upgraded engine from the original Game Maker engine that Vlambeer were using for the game, and it runs like a charm. The only downside, of course, was the reset bug that crashes the game when you try to quick reset, and as try as I might, I still did it by accident, and thank goodness I was able to salvage about a quarter of the footage. So when the video cuts, there's about 3/4 more footage that I lost, but it's okay. A lot of those runs weren't as good, and it also allowed me to restart, and I actually managed to hit the Frozen City in every single run, I think, for that video, which is why I called it Snow Day and did all the code puns. But yeah, that was a really fun episode. I would just say the increase in performance in that game has really made it much more enjoyable to play. Not to say it wasn't enjoyable before, but the smooth gameplay makes it so much less of a chore to deal with, like everything freezing because the sound effects or whatever the hell was happening behind the scenes. A lot of that has been dealt with, and so now the gameplay is nice and smooth, nice and crisp, really enjoyable now. I'm really excited to play more. I'm really excited to play this multiplayer. Unfortunately, right now it's only loco, so the the scheduling might be a little more difficult to do. It depends on when I actually get my hands on the multiplayer. But yeah, I'm really excited to do at least one, maybe two, if the other party is willing. But yeah, really excited for multiplayer. Really excited for the future of Nuclear Throne, because damn, that game is heading places, man. It's really cool. I really would like to see this become a trend, so to speak. But it would be really cool to see more devs sort of taking to the community like this and then selling it in the same community. You know, that would bypass things like Steam. You know, you don't need to be on the cluttered Steam front page anymore. You can be like, hey man, we're making this game, and thanks to Twitch, we're now selling this game that you are seeing right now. That seems cool to me, man. If I was a dev, I would be into that somehow. I guess at the risk of people criticizing me for my messy code, which is a real thing, actually. I'm a pretty messy programmer. No, you know what? I'm pretty clean with my programming. It's just I have some weird habits that a lot of people don't appreciate. Just a little tidbit there. Anyway, moving on. And anyone bothered by this, I know, man. It's weird me just talking here, but you know, just trying to make the best of it. Anyway, moving on. 7 days, horde mode, Saturday video, number 2. Yeah. Word. What up? Yeah. So on Saturday, we also released a 7 Days to Die horde mode video with the same group of people from the deathmatch video, which was pretty freaking awesome as well. We did 7-minute days so that we could get it done in an hour, and that was pretty fun. It was a lot more successful than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot more chaotic. I didn't think it would be as smooth. I didn't think we'd be on the same page, but we made it happen, and we made like a giant wooden base that actually managed to sustain itself. It didn't come collapsing down on itself until the end, when I started trying to use plywood as a flooring. I mean, at that point we were well on our way to a victory, so I accidentally ended up with too much plywood, so I started fixing up the joint with some plywood. It was wonderful. But yeah, it was a really fun experience. Again, nothing really I can pinpoint, because the entire experience itself was really good, and yeah. I'm at a loss for how to describe this. I will say one of the funny things is actually trying to get the thumbnail picture done. I think I was still recording at this point. If I have the footage, you'll be seeing it come up right after I describe what happened. So we really wanted to get a group shot, or Joe wanted to get a group shot for the thumbnail. So we all tried to, you know, huddle in this one area of the base, and everyone is messing up, and Joe's trying to direct traffic, I guess, so to speak. And you know, he was like, oh man, there's not enough light, so I was starting to throw down torches. Like, no, now there's too much light.
I guess the zombie's gonna come. We're gonna take this picture or not?
Yeah, everyone face the camera.
Where's the camera? Yeah.
Wait, what
Get out of my way!
the fuck is going on?
Look at Joe.
It's got a fucking rocket launcher. Fuck it up.
Dude, turn around.
Keaton, what are you doing? That's just making me hard. This is making me harder to like thumb over those when I come to do. What the fuck is this?
Fuck, dude.
Tim, look down a little bit.
Hang on. I need to hold my chainsaw. Okay.
All right, Keaton, can you face the camera? All right, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Tim, look down a little bit more. Like, face the ground. Oh, look up. Yeah, there it is. And Decay, can you look all the way up? Oh my god, the lighting is crazy. What are you doing? Alright. Less! I'm just seeing like bloody scorpion eyes.
10 minutes in the making.
Wait, did somebody leave?
No.
No.
Why is only 5 of you there?
1, 2, 3.
Oh no,
4,
Decay was
5,
hiding
6.
behind. Sorry.
It's like trying to get a bunch of 5-year-olds together.
Like, kneel down.
Stop! Put that down.
Yeah, stay exactly where you are, everybody.
And it was really funny trying to get that that shot done, because even in the final thumbnail, I think it's I don't know who had the rocket launcher. I think it was Kevin. Kevin is looking at the floor, and it's just we just couldn't take a good group shot, and Joe took multiple shots apparently. But yeah, again, really love playing with those guys. It's very rare that we get to play with that many people on anything, and yeah, that was a really fun experience. And I hope we get to do it again. But yeah, that pretty much does it for our week. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can talk about. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the growth of the channel so far, and I really do hope it continues at this pace and it gets even better, so we can do even more better things. And there's so much to look forward to. But anyway, pretty sure I'm already talking way too much. Again, apologies that Joe couldn't be here. We didn't have any time codes or anything for his videos. And again, if he can't be here next week, I'll just, I don't know, post something from his videos, and so it's better than me just talking the whole time. But yeah, so yeah, until next week, that was the Tengu Drop weekly wrap up for this week. And yes, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. God, I'm losing my voice.